so you guys will know when to join on that. And
We'll go
appreciate you
from there,
guys.
bro. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you
Yeah.
very, very much. And I will. I'll be back on and check in right after qualifying. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool deal.
All right, my brother. Thank you guys.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I believe, if I cannot check, why is it not telling me that we're not... Why is it not saying we're not live yet? Dang nabbit. What
Let me see here. I'll tell you we're live yet.
should say... Yep, we're good. I see it. I see it. Welcome one, welcome all to a very, very, I don't want to say special, but a very dedicating race tonight because, well, I think, Biker can tell you the reason, but we are tributing a fellow driver who we lost a very while ago. I did not know the guy, but we lost Travis Tyson a while back, and I'm Nick 2019 champ, or Nick Chastain, alongside Biker. Biker, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, Nick. Thank you for having me tonight. I really do appreciate it. And, yeah, life is good, and we're here for this wonderful memorial tribute to Travis Tyson. He was a guy that I raced with quite a few times, and a lot of people know him. A lot of people raced with him. And so you got a guy named Shady Acres who's gone through, I don't know how much work, because you got to know it takes a heck of a lot of work. And he's put this thing together last year. This is the second annual year. And we're going to get ready here in a few moments. And what's going to happen is we're going to have qualifying for the race. And then after the qualifying, then we're going to have a short break. And then we'll start up the race tonight. The race will be at Michigan Motor Speedway. For those of you who know that track, we can still remember something about what California's Auto Club track is like. Since that track's gone, Michigan was its sister track. That's where we'll be at tonight, and I'm sure it's going to be a great race. We have some 20 drivers out there, and I'm telling you what, at least 10 of them are some of the fastest guys that race in NASCAR Heat 5. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a show tonight like you've never seen before, and we're very proud to be here to bring it to you, aren't we, Nick?
Oh, we certainly are, and, you mentioned Michigan really well, and it's, I guess you can say it's the sister track, and, in my opinion, Michigan is one of my favorite tracks of all time with the high speeds. Once you get in that draft, you go. It's like a super speedway race, It's like you get in that draft, you go 200 plus miles per hour, even on the next gens, and you're like, all right, I'm going this type of fast, and it's real fun. You hit great lap times, but you mentioned we got 20 something guys racing tonight, and those 20 drivers as followed: B. Nizzy will be in the field. Bluesman, Old Man Butters, Davey Allison 28. Forgive me for saying your name wrong if I'm saying that wrong. Evil King underscore 62. Farland Cobra, John Waterforce 21. Jinx underscore 1 underscore 3, which is he's a hometown Michigan boy from Flint, Michigan. Will he be the victor tonight? Kai Time will be in there. King underscore Henry underscore 2K. Loaderman. Mob Polly from Orlando, Florida. Savage Bear. TC Kenrod. Artide. Zoom. There I go. Daytona underscore 999. And we just had added three more guys. I forget who. I do not know how to say the first guy on the top of the list, so I'll let you figure that out there, Biker. Then we got one Fast Bean and War Pig. I don't know who is the 18th driver. I don't know how you say that name. So if you know, can you tell me?
Okay, well, you're talking about Forensic or?
Forensic, thank you.
Uh-huh.
So those will be your drivers tonight. And you see it on my screen. Yes, all these drivers will drive a 24 tonight in honor of Trav. As I'm not sure, but we will tell you more about him because, like I said, I don't know much about him. I don't think I've ever talked to the guy before or anything. I'm just here to broadcast and, help Shady out because he needed a broadcaster. He said to me, he's like, I would like you to have I'd like this thing to be broadcasted, and I think you're the guy to do it. And I was like, you know what? I think we could do it. And so we were supposed to do it last week, but of course, everyone knows that the servers went down, and then we couldn't do it. And now, since today is Father's Day, we don't have that many people, but we are doing it tonight. So, there.
Well, there you go, Nick. You did really well there. I think tonight, so everyone knows, especially those that are acquainted with Heat 5, we will be in the 220 season Gen 6 Cup cars tonight. Everybody, as Nick pointed out, will be in the 24 Jeff Gordon car. And the reason they're in that car is because that was Travis's favorite Cup driver of all time, Jeff Gordon, so he loved the 24 car. And, Travis, for the few times that I raced with him, was really a pretty good guy. I mean, if you like, you get to racing with guys online, and you get a feel for who they are and what kind of a guy they are. And to me, Travis seemed like he was just a real great guy. But, things happen, and unfortunately on December 9th in 2022, he passed away at a young age of 35. That's just too young for that to happen to you. And his wife, Kayla, has been, of course, very heartbroken, and still to this day misses him dearly. And just want you to know that the reason this is being done is because the guy was good to everybody online. Never heard a bad word from one person about him. And just a little background, he's from Johnson City, Tennessee, although he spent most of his younger life in Bethel, North Carolina. He did go to ECU. If any of you know what ECU is, it's Eastern Carolina University, where they have the Eastern Carolina Pirates. And, he really got into being a football team supporter. And he ended up getting out of college and going to work as a banker in a bank. In fact, that's where he met his wife, Kayla. And although he was a huge supporter of the military all his life, unfortunately, he actually tried to get into the military, but he didn't. He couldn't get in because of certain health issues he had at the time. They wouldn't take him. He was wanting to be in the military because he was really a believer of wanting to help others. And he knew that if he could get in the military, that he was going to help all of us and dedicate himself to that service. However, his parents were always there helping him and letting him know there's many ways to help out others. And he did find a way to help out others through certain organizations that he was a member of. He did do racing on his own. He had a Hyundai Elantra that he raced at Franklin County Speedway when he was younger, and they even have done pace laps in honor of him passing there before. And just so you know a guy is really into racing, that if you know Travis, and for those who knew him, know that when he sat down in his setup, and he had a pretty elaborate setup to race in, that he sat down with a fire suit, with his gloves on, with his helmet on, and that's how he raced in the leagues on a NASCAR Heat 5. That's a pretty dedicated guy. So I just wanted everybody out there to know a little bit about Travis. I know some will be coming onto the stream later, and we'll go ahead and tell a few more stories about him. But he's just a good guy, and I want to appreciate Shady for all the time and effort that he's put into putting this together, because let me tell you, this is no simple task. I'm sure there's well over 200 hours involved in Shady trying to put this together, reaching out, getting information, getting people interested, and getting drivers in here. And I know that the Tyson family really appreciates that big effort from Shady. And well, I hope we're getting ready and get set here in a little bit. We'll get going for you and get this qualifying on, and so everybody can have a nice, enjoyable evening of NASCAR racing. What do you think, Nick?
Oh, you summed it up really well there. I mean, I wouldn't say getting choked up, but I kind of was just a little. But you know, like you said, that's hard dedication. You know, putting this effort again. You mentioned Shady putting this all together for, you know, months on end. You know, saying, okay, we're gonna get these guys to run, and if you want to run, let me know. And because this means a lot. All right, so we're gonna join real quick. All right, let's get to that one. So we have 22 guys. I do apologize. So we're joining the qualifying session real quick. But again, you know, I never knew the guy. I don't think I ever broadcasted and ever interviewed the guy. But, you know, Shady was telling me the last couple of days, he's like, you know, all his family's here, you know, they're going to be here in the stands watching. You know, that's something. You know, that really makes, you know, he's probably looking down and saying, you know, this is going to be a great race, I promise you.
Yeah, just feeling the love. I'm sure he's feeling the love.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're talking about love, I'm going to love to see this start here on qualifying.
You got Shady.
And we're going.
Yeah, here you go for qualifying. Just looking through the field, if there's a lot of 24s, and as you mentioned, well, not really a bad thing, but as you mentioned, he was a huge Jeff Gordon fan, which, not gonna lie, I mean, he's not wrong. 24 is a great number. I mean, who doesn't like driving that beautiful 24 machine any time of their lives? It's such a great feeling to drive a 24 anytime, you know? It's just, it's amazing. It's just such a great number to put, and just, it's amazing. And here we all go to pit road. I think they're doing not really group qualifying, but yeah.
You think they're going to do individual qualifying? Because I thought Shady said they'd end up doing group, but if they're doing individual, that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I mean, do what you gotta do.
That would be really,
right?
really interesting.
I mean, it really doesn't bother anyone. But hey, I mean, Shady, like we mentioned, put so much time and effort into this, and so, you know, it's his ordeal, and we're here to support we're here to support it, you know? That's what we're here for. As a NASCAR community, we're here for each other, and there we go, I was going to say.
Right now we got Zoom, there you go, out on the track.
I don't know why I didn't, I was going to say, what? But, yes.
And it looks like he has slowed down and almost stopped. I don't know what's going on really with that. Everybody else has stopped just outside the pit road, just like you do when you're going to individually qualify. So I know that's what we got going on here. But Zoom, there you go. For some reason, took off out of there, and then
Here comes
slowed down
Here
into the
comes Savage.
backstretch.
Here comes Savage as well. I believe there was 2 Hertz cars on the track. It's Paulie D, I think. He's the first to qualify, I'm pretty sure. I can't be sure, but I think he's the first to qualify. The Florida boy, I could say. A fellow,
Yeah, Mob Holly D, yeah.
I mean, a former, not really a former, a fellow Orlandioian. Pretty good to see that in the field. I'm happy. I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, and you were talking about the Jinx being from Flint, Michigan. He just moved up there a few months ago. He's actually lived a lifetime and hung out in Sarasota, Florida.
Nice. It's a great time to see so many guys from different states and all around the country and just come to this track and support Trav, and that's great to see. And like I said, his family's, his wife Kayla was supposed to give us the command tonight, but however, work caught on, and you really can't stop work because it's important to work and stuff like that. Everyone has to do it nowadays,
Well, this will be out there, and we know, Kaylee, we know that you will come and watch this.
Yes.
When you get home, when you get off. And we're very sorry that things happened last Sunday when this race was actually scheduled to take place.
Yep.
These servers for this game were down, and it just couldn't happen.
Yep.
She had already taken that day off and couldn't take this day off. So I'm very sorry, Kaylee, that you couldn't be here and be on to speak.
Yeah.
But our hearts are with you, and we know that you'll be watching a little later.
And we do hope you see this broadcast, and it's going to be 100 laps tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and these 100 laps are I'm sorry, I'll get to that. But these 100 laps will go out to Trav, and everyone in that family is going to be feeling the 100 laps all night and saying, these 100 laps are for him. We just didn't do it because, we're just doing it for fun. No, we're doing it because we are commemorating a fellow driver who put his hard work and dedication in a NASCAR heat game and didn't stop the grind. He kept going until he didn't want to stop. I'm telling you.
There you go.
Drivers.
And we got some more guys out there qualifying now. We got John Waterforce out on the track. We got Evil King out on the track. These guys are getting this done. We got our Tide out there running.
Keith
yeah.
Rod as well. I think Daytona 999 is out there qualifying.
Oh yeah, that's Kenrod was qualifying, and the one you had a hard time with was Fairlane Cobra.
Fairlane. Well, no, I think I had Cobra. I knew that one. It was the other one. I think it was. Where is he, real quick? The one who's entering 3 and 4 right now. It's just somewhat. I'm not used to certain guys' names, so if I say your name wrong, I do apologize. I am new to your name, so please don't be mad at me. It's my first time, so I know most of these guys, and like I said, I've broadcasted for other leagues who, I've known most of these guys, and they're really nice about it, but, again, we are going to go 100 laps. Once these guys are done qualifying, everyone will be lined up as followed once we get done, and there's a lot of guys to qualify for tonight's field.
Yeah, and 20 guys, 4 on the track at the same time. I think it will be over shortly. It's not going to take as long as we think. Maybe 10 minutes at the most.
Oh yeah, no
and then we'll have a short intermission, and then we'll get after this race tonight, which I'm sure will be more than exciting.
Oh yeah, no question. And also, I hope I did not catch this, but these guys are on custom setups, not sliders. So Knowing me, if you've watched my broadcasts or my streams, I am not a custom setup guy. I am a slider guy. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I don't do custom setups. So these guys are on custom setups. I've known guys who put their custom setups in and put it in so much hard work and saying, okay, here's my custom setup. I'm going to put it into work. And if it doesn't work, then we're going to work on it. So...
Yeah, hey, the thing is I am a custom driver myself, and you have to put some time on it. And there's some guys that are really dedicated, put a lot of time in. They know what does what, when it does it, and how it does it, and they make some really good, fast cars. And I'm telling you, there's about 10 guys in here that are probably gonna walk away, maybe, from some of the other guys in the pack and show us some good, hard NASCAR racing at Michigan.
Yeah.
There's guys I know in here that are just some of actually not only some of the fastest drivers in this game, but are some of the actual best drivers in this game. They have speed and they know what to do with it. There's some people that have speed that don't, but these guys that are in this race, they know exactly what to do with the speed they have. And now we have someone else coming out on the track, and that would be, it looks like C-Fan is coming around finishing his first lap. It looks like a Loaderman is getting out there.
Yeah, I think so. Kai Time is out
there. Yeah. And if you know anything about Loaderman and C-Fan, they're probably two of the fastest guys on this game. So I'd like to see where they finish up here.
And here comes Warpig. Warpig's about to go out for his time trial. We got Butters, we still have Butters, Shady. There's 3 of them in the same Exalted car, and then you got Shady, and then I believe that we got King Henry as well, and then I believe that last one, B Nizzy, and I believe that last one is... I don't know. I think it's Butters. Yes, it might be Butters. So we got maybe like 5 more guys who are going to qualify. I don't know. I mean, it's so many 24s.
Right now we have Davey Allison. For some reason,
he's on pit
his
road.
car is going backwards in the pits. And he's another super fast guy.
He really is. I think I've raced with him before in one of my leagues. I've raced with him once or twice, and he's a nice fella. I mean, real nice guy, but he didn't last long. But, real guy, nice guy on the track. Just sometimes you just, I mean, sliders, if sliders don't work for you, then customs work for you. I mean, like I'm just going to say this right now. If sliders don't work for you, then customs the way to go for you. It's same thing. If customs don't work for you, then sliders are your way. That's
I'm just wondering what's going on here. With his car going backwards down pit lane. That's just, I've never seen that before.
I don't know. I'm glad it's not hosted, because if you do that, you'd probably be, busted for... You'd probably get kicked out right away.
Yeah, don't know.
But
anyway, there's always something bizarre going to happen in one of these shows, folks. Yes. That's one of them for tonight so far. And I'm sure that it looks like we're going to be through with qualifying here in the next few minutes.
Here comes Butters.
And we'll just go from there.
Yep, Butters is coming out of pit road. Oh boy, that was a lag off him coming off of pit road, but I am not sure. But he's off and away, gonna get his qualifying time trial in. So. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm telling you all.
And we just have a couple of guys left. It looks like it would be Shady and somebody else.
Shady is the last one off of pit road. King Henry's off. I believe is the other B Nizzy's off the pits, and he's going to come on the track, and we're going to see how this plays out. So, and I believe Shady is the last guy to qualify. Unless he's going to purposely start at the tail end, but I highly doubt that. So
Yeah, I doubt that also. It looks like we're getting ready to get this qualifying over with. If Shady can get on here and go, I'm sure other guys are coming around and coming out in the pits and just hanging out until everybody's through. And then they'll finish it out here in a few.
yep. Oh, 100%. King Henry still on track. I believe C-Fan is out there. Do we have Davey Allison on track? Because no, he's now off the pit lane, or not really off, but he's on the entry of pit, on the exit of pit road. I don't know if he has qualified yet, so I guess he or Shady may be the last one to qualify. I'm not 100% sure, so. So many cars spread it around the track. You got people in the grass, you know, it's just crazy looking at this, you know.
Yeah, usually the format is once you've qualified to pull around and pull over on the backstretch and sit there and wait until everybody's done. But here it looks like they just have done whatever they wanted to do.
Oh yeah. I believe that last.
And we weren't in on it, so we don't know exactly what the direction was. I see, isn't it Shady taking off right now? Who's taking off?
Yes, yes it is. The man himself. Yes, sir. Shady is taking off. I believe Shady is our last qualifier. And you know, Shady said this earlier at 4 o'clock. He said, y'all could be in any you can be in your team parties, have your own chats, and you know, talk about communications and pit strategies and whatever. So I think it's a cool idea. You know, that's what I think leagues at times should have. You know, you should have your own group chat and or have your own party and say, let's say, okay, you know, we need to work and see what strategy is working for us. You know, what's your plan of taking 4 tires, 2 tires? What are we thinking? So I want that in the league sometimes.
Sure, and you know, that's good. I think that's more realistic, like racing. But then you have to make sure that anybody's going in the pits goes down below the white line on the backstretch to signal that they are going to be going in.
Yeah.
And talking about the pits, tonight, just so you know, when these drivers come out of pit road, they're going to have to stay on the apron of the track all the way through turns 1 and turns 2 and not blend into traffic till the backstretch. That's one of the rules these drivers will be following tonight. If you don't follow the rules, there are certain penalties that will take place, such as drive-throughs of pit lane, where you won't have to take anything, but you'll have to drive through pit lane at pit speed to come out the other side. And there's quite a few other rules and things for this race that as the race goes on, we may get into if they become relevant at the time. But probably the other most important one is when this race starts, nobody's allowed to go below the white line to do any lane changes or anything until after the start-finish line. And the race usually starts only 100 to a couple of 100 yards before the start-finish lines. I don't think that will be much of an issue tonight, Nick.
Oh, no question. No question. I believe Shady is done with his qualifying run, so maybe he is done with his. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're probably, if that's the case, they're just going to run the laps out so they can end the race.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And get that done.
Another thing I think, and this is my own opinion, I know this is something I feel like leagues should have, is like we mentioned, you know, you could have like separate parties, and like let's say, you know, you have one guy being your crew chief and the other is your spotter, and saying, all right, here's one guy low, and then you got your crew chief, and your crew chief's like, all right, how's your tires looking, and so, right? It's like, that's what I think would be cool to have. You know, that's
well, you know, Yeah, and that gets into a team thing, right? I mean,
Exactly.
if you got four guys on a team, and three of them have 5 laps left, but one of them only has 3 laps left, they're all going to break down, and probably, especially in a track like this, where drafting and aerodynamics are going to take place, you're all going to break down and just go in 3 laps as a team together. Instead of him leaving him out there on his own. So that's one good thing about it. I know in leagues that I've ran in, and we have buddies in those leagues, that we stay in the same chat, and we don't care if other people hear what we're doing. We just go ahead and say, hey, we're going to do this and do that, and if you can be better than us, just go ahead. But this is what we're going to do,
Right.
and you guys can decide what you're going to do, and of course we'll hear that too, and it one way or another, it makes it a level playing field. So
it really does.
It's not that bad. These guys right now are all getting on the track to run out what laps may be left in this session that they had it set up for. I actually didn't see when I got in. I'd imagine they didn't have it set up for more than 12. So there shouldn't be many laps left right now as they're going to go around and try to run them out. And the one thing is, and what people will be looking for and what people will be talking about is, as we're running these laps out, hey, don't try to get in somebody's draft and get yourself a faster qualifying time, because you will be found out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another thing. Is you don't want to do that, because if you're in someone else's draft, that's
why a lot of the leagues I've been in, when this is over and we're in this mode right here, we just do a get wrecking out of your system right now. We just go around wrecking each other. And that way there's nobody trying to run a fast lap after they've had their qualifying time. So right now,
I believe
it looks like I don't see a number 1. Do you see? Oh, there's number 1, Loderman. Yeah.
Loderman
gets
the pole.
So these fast guys I've talked about, Loderman is first.
I don't know if first
third is
back out.
Fairlane Cobra. I don't see second. I hope they didn't back out. Third is Fairlane Cobra.
Second is Davey Allison.
Oh, there you go. And then Savage Bear.
I don't know if we're supposed to back out, so...
you know what they'll do? They'll either pause this, Shady, or is he just going to let it go, man? He might just let this thing go.
I'm backing out because I don't want to be in the lobby. I'm not screwing anyone's chances, I'm not trying to do that. I'm sorry. I'll rejoin. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many, if we're supposed to rejoin, or I'm not sure. So.
Well, I accidentally couldn't get out. So I know I'm at the back of the pack, so I'll just instantly get out. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not sure.
I'm out. I mean, if they're starting the race, it should have been paused.
I agree. Oh, you know what? I think they're all backing. They're all backing out. They're all backing out. Okay, they're all backing out. We're good. They're all backing out. So.
Okay, they're gonna line it up. They got pictures.
Yep.
They're gonna line it up.
Sorry, y'all. We were confused on what's going on because,
because that's basically not what we were told was going to go on. So
yeah, exactly. So we do apologize for y'all. And real quick, we had 7 people watching the stream. We love to see the support for Trav, and like I said, I know he's looking down and he's probably watching the stream up in heaven, saying, I can't wait to see how this unfolds here in Michigan.
Sure. I'm sure he's sitting up there with his fire suit, his gloves, and his helmet on, wishing he was in the race.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
You just probably could see him just getting ready. And just,
It's all good. Again, for those of you who don't know, this is the Travis Tyson second annual memorial race. We lost Travis a couple of years ago. And this is a race put together by Shady Acres, an avid NASCAR driver, and spent a lot of time doing it. And Nick and myself are here to try to make it somewhat pleasurable for you. I know we're not the best in the business, but we will try to be as good as we can be.
Yeah. Again, you nailed it right on the. You kind of yes, because like I said, I do my fair share of broadcasting most of the times, but then yet, I do as I please, man. I if you want to pay me, you don't have to, man. Just find me and say, here, I want you to broadcast, but don't catch me on a day I'm in another league. But again, you hit it right on the head there, Biker. We're trying our very best. I mean, we're not getting paid. We're here to do it for an old friend, and we're doing it because we miss him, and we're just doing it to show the support. And we have our first comment, I believe. I gotta see who that is real quick. I need to look back. I wish I had the comments on my side, but Shady doesn't want that. It's Lugnut Racing 6. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in the stream tonight. Hope you're ready to watch 100 laps here at Michigan International Speedway. I do not know. If Shane does join back, I'll ask him if it's going to be with stages or not. If it is, that will be great.
I think it would be.
And there's going to be manual cautions tonight, so we got to keep an eye on that as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't. So, but I am so excited to get ready.
Sup, Nick? It SV3. Can't he wait to hear you call the race again?
BZ or DZBZ. It's V3. Refresh my memory. V3. I'm sorry. Wherever I've raced with you before, you gotta remind me, V3. I'm sorry, buddy. Forgive me. I'm immensely tired because I worked today and I just did 1 yard today. So just refresh my memory, please, V3.
V3, daddy boy.
Oh, Damien. How you doing, Damien? I'm sorry, Damien. See, okay, real quick. V3 is my good buddy Damien. We've broadcasted and love the guy, such a nice fella. And Damien, again, I'm sorry. Forgive me, Damien. I love you, man. You're such a great guy. You're an amazing fella. You're a guy who I think is one of my top 5 favorite broadcasters to have, if I'm ever going to be honest with you. So good to see you in the stream, Damien. Hope you're well, and yes, I hope
you figured out who it was. Nick, LOL.
Very funny, Damien. Very funny. But again, I want to say real quick before we start, I want to thank Shady Acres once again for letting me use
That's good, and thanks.
I want to thank Shady for letting me use his YouTube channel, for doing this. And Biker, I know I'm going to say this at the end of the race, but thank you so much for helping me tonight. I mean, I've had leagues where I have to do it all by myself and look and say, oh, we're on this lap, and then I gotta go back. It's a hassle, man. So thank you once again, Biker, for helping me, man. I really appreciate it. And I know Shady, it means a lot, and same. I know Travis up there is thanking you as well.
It's all good, man.
But I
if you didn't know who that other comment was right behind your buddy, that's actually me. I threw it in there real quick.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? For a second, I was like, who in the heck is Christopher Hayes? I was like, what?
Hey, did you just put my name out there? What's your name?
Both? No, I'm just kidding. well, you know what? I'll give you my YouTube so you know who the heck I am. So
it's all good, man. We're laughing.
Yeah.
The whole thing is I hope you guys can tell we're going to have as much fun with this as we possibly can, and I hope that all of you have fun with us while we're doing this race tonight, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're getting tired of waiting, don't be tired of waiting. When this race gets going, you're going to see an amazing race, some very good drivers that race in NASCAR 5. And I know about 6 of these guys, 7 of these guys that are racing tonight. I've raced with them, or I am still racing with them in a league, and they're not only great guys and great drivers, but they are very, very fast, and they know how to race. And this is going to be very competitive. It's not like a bunch of races these guys get into in these what we call public lobbies, for those of you who don't know. And these races get strung out and they get very boring. That's not how it's going to be tonight. Tonight's going to be like a real ultimate NASCAR race, and a good way to honor Travis in this memorial race for him.
Yes. Very well said. Very, very well said. Very well. Again, he mentioned it really well. Please don't worry. You'll see a lot of action very soon. We just haven't had our invites yet, so but please be patient. We'll have our invites, and you'll see many 24s on the track. As you know, if you caught earlier of when Biker said of the reason why the 24 is because Trav again is a huge Jeff Gordon fan. I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong. Jeff Gordon, in my eyes, is one of the all-time best in my eyes. That's how I think about it. And I think, that's why I think, he was like, okay, I'm going to be the 24. I know that's a great number. And,
Rick Travis, we gonna put on a show for you.
Yes, we are. We sure are going to put on a show for Trav. And, yep. King Henry just said that. Good luck to you, Henry. We hope you do well. And, yeah, it's going to be an amazing show. So, hope.
Yeah, and I just sent a quick message to make sure that we're going to get our invites and told when to join. So,
yep.
Well, it should be any time now, actually, as it is
8 o'clock.
Already 8 o'clock. So, that's when we're supposed to get started. Things are supposed to get going. I would sing the national anthem for you, but that'd turn everybody away. So I won't be doing that. Just so you know.
Oh, I
but
wish I could.
We probably will say, gentlemen, start your engines. Hopefully, at some point in time here in the next few
Thank
minutes.
you so much for doing this for Travis.
In the meantime, it's Father's Day. And I don't have any dad jokes. I'm sorry.
Not now.
Throw one out there. I'd throw one out there just to get us going.
Biker,
I don't have any. I don't have any. Don't worry about it.
Real quick, Don Tyson says, "Thank you so much for doing this for Travis." Don Tyson, you're welcome. Like I've told this to Biker. I mean, it means a lot to me. I told this to Shady a couple days ago. I'm like, I'm nervous. I got butterflies. This is the biggest broadcast of my entire NASCAR Heat career. I've never had to broadcast a memorial or tribute race ever. I mean, this is really important to me. And, it means a lot to the NASCAR community. I mean, if you've known or raced with him, I would assume he was the nicest guy, and so we are always here to help to broadcast for this memorial because we will always be helping whenever it is always open. So
whenever there's a call-in, we'll be there, right, Nick? For those of you who don't know, Dawn is Travis's mom. And I am so happy she's here to enjoy this race tonight. Welcome, Don. I'm glad you're here, hon.
We are very thankful you are here. Here watching the broadcast, and I'm sure he was such a very fun little guy when he was little, and he was always talking about, one day I'm gonna be racing in NASCAR, and that's what every kid's dream is, to be a certain thing, being involved in sports or being in racing, that's what you like to see,
Travis, Dad is
and I'm sure if Jeff Gordon was his favorite driver. He was just a young guy when he was watching Jeff Gordon, probably around 9 to 15 to 16 in there,
Yes.
watching Jeff Gordon race, and probably wanted to be just like him, I imagine. And that's probably why he got his own car and raced at the local speedway there.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind whatsoever. That's what he wanted to do. Besides working in a bank, being a banker, you know, because you got to make money somewhere, because when you start out in racing, you're not making a dime. It all has to be footed by your own wallet.
Yes.
And there's quite a few guys, people may not know, quite a few guys I know, not me myself, but are in here that race in NASCAR 5 and run and or race leagues that actually are at the current time racing in some type of dirt track thing, or racing on some short track something somewhere out there on the weekends, and doing NASCAR Heat 5 during the week.
Yes.
And I know a few of them that have raced and they don't race anymore, and I know a few that are still doing that, and that's their hobby. They have a full-time job. They throw their car in their garage at home, and they do all the work on it, anything that has to be done on it, and then they take it out on the weekends to the local speedway, I'm sure, just like Travis did, and they're still out there racing. So, you know, if you're a race enthusiast, I'm sure you can very much appreciate that.
Yes. Real quick, Don said Travis's mom, or I'm sorry, his dad is watching on the big screen, and you know, like I said before, we do appreciate, you know, his wife and all, his mom, his dad, all of his supporters here tonight watching the broadcast. And real quick, I'm going to hand it over to Shady real quick.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Sorry for the wait. We are sending the invites out, and we are going to go racing. So I will send the invites out, and once I get everybody in order, we did a single car, and we get everybody in order real quick. We're going to go through it quick. Once you gentlemen see the invites, I'll send you about 3 of them, and then I will do just like in qualifying and let you know when to join. And just want to thank you guys very, very much for taking the time doing a broadcast, and hopefully we put on a good show for everybody.
Real quick,
I'm sure. Yeah, with the guys that you have got in here, Shady, it's going to be a great race tonight, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Travis's mom and dad are both watching. Dawn just told us she's watching, and his dad is watching on the big screen. So, yeah.
Well, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Tyson. So glad that you were watching and tuned in. Enjoy the show, and I'll see you gentlemen at the end of the race.
Yep. Good luck, Shady.
I'm sure you will. Good luck, Shady.
Thank you, sir.
And that was none other than my both our good friend, Shady Acres, who put so much time and so much effort into taking his time and saying, you know what, this means a lot. You know, this means a lot to have a guy we've known for a long time, and now he's not around anymore. We want to tribute him, and you know, he puts his time in, and we appreciate you, Shady. I know you're gonna rewatch this, and I know you just left, but in my heart, I love broadcasting with you, and you know, I mean, this is really important. I think it's the most important thing in the world for doing this for a loss, or for a friend that we've lost 2 years ago, and I mean, honestly, I know what people go through when they lose a family member or a friend, and hell, I even lost my grandma last year from my dad's side, and then years ago, like in 2017, I think it was my grandfather, so I never said goodbye to him, so I know how it is, you know, it's hurting, and I still miss him to this day. I have pictures on my desk, and I have a picture of him in my room, so I can look at it, so, you know, life goes by too fast, and, you know, it's just, you don't expect it, and...
Well, you know, I can't tell you at what a young age we lose people at. It's just terrible.
It really is. Really
Travis had had a health issue that took him, but there's lots of families out there that have lost members too young. You know, I fortunately myself, have lived a long life so far, and I hope I'm good to go for quite a few more years because I'm older than everybody that's involved in this, and that's why I am the OG. For those of you who know me, I'm Biker OG because I am most likely, and I would bet money, I'm the oldest guy in the NASCAR 5 community.
Yes.
And Nick, what do you think? How old would have to be the oldest guy in the community?
I race with some older guys during the week, so like in the 50s. I want to say the 50s.
Well, there you go, Nick, and that's a good thing because here we go in just a few months, and I'm talking 4 months. Your Biker OG will be 70.
Holy smokes!
So there we have it, man. And we're still having a blast in life. Are you kidding me?
Are you serious, man? But
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Jinx messaged in the comments. He says, "Loved racing with Travis." You know, I mean, yeah. But like I said, I race with guys who are like in their 50s, and heck, my mom just turned 61 last week, like last Sunday, and I was like, oh my gosh, my dad's going to turn 60 this November. I'm 24, going to be 25 in July. Oh my Lord. Jeez.
Well, there you go, man. Hey, you know what? The whole thing is life is good. Make sure you make some good decisions on the choices that are confronted you.
Sure.
So you can find happiness every day because that's what it's all about. And you're right, Nick. We're only around here for a short time. Relatively, we're only around here for a very short time.
Yes.
So no matter what happens in our life, we still have to learn to enjoy it and to find happiness some way, somehow, every day. And I think that's what keeps us all going for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I still own a Harley, and I still ride. And I still do what I've been doing. I've been riding since I've been 7 years old. So I've been doing it for a very, very long time. And I get enjoyment out of that. For those of you that don't know that part of my life, I lived with a foster family when I was a teenager. And my foster dad happened to be an automobile teacher, an automobile mechanic teacher at the local college. So myself and my foster brother built a lot of hot rods back in the day because the old man taught us a thing or two. You know what I mean? So we were in the drag racing community back in the day, and that was a great time, and a time that I enjoyed tremendously.
As I cannot remember who sung it, but as a wise quote says, "God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy." So, but, you know, I don't want to say I live by that motto, but, I mean, that's a good line. And I also want to say that, you know, as you mentioned, you know, you got to make the right decisions, you know. I mean, if you make the wrong decisions, you're not going to get anywhere, you know. If you make the good decisions, you'll have a happy life, you know.
And hey, and you know what? We're going to make some mistakes, man. They're going to be made. You just got to, you know, keep your chin up and try to do better tomorrow than you did today. That's all. You know, things will change, get going for you. Well, I'm really looking forward to this race now, Nick. I'm sitting here thinking, man, where's this race? I'm ready to go on this race.
No kidding.
I'm ready to call this race. I'm ready to see these guys race. I'm sitting here thinking about Travis at the moment and thinking about his mom and dad, and I know they're sitting there, and I hope they haven't got pulled to the edge of their seat yet, waiting for this race. I would say this is probably a good time to get a little snack, some popcorn, a drink, a 7-Up, or whatever you're drinking, some water, and kick back and relax and get ready for the show. because it should be starting shortly, I would believe. I know it takes a while when you have to load a lobby up and get it loaded correctly and get the guys in there correctly so you can get it started.
Right.
But I'm sure it's coming up shortly.
Yep. And I kind of want to say I want to do a little prayer. I didn't talk to Shady about this. This was not script, but I kind of want to say this before we get the invites. I'd like to say, please bow your heads, remove your hats, and I'll say a little thing. Prayer. Lord Heaven, thank you so much for letting us do this for Travis. You know, we love him. I hope he's doing well up there. We're doing this for you, buddy. And Lord Jesus, and we hope all these drivers stay safe tonight. And God, keep everyone safe. In the Lord's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
And like I said, I did not have that script. I didn't talk to Shady about that, but I wanted to do it before we get these invites. And if I didn't want to do it right.
That's okay, man. That's a good thing.
So
nothing has to. Hey, you know what? I think everybody's figured out that nothing is scripted here. Because if it is scripted, then we're doing a heck of a lousy job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we actually have a script to follow. Actually, we don't. We're just, we're just shooting from the hip. Right now, of course, shooting from the hip, trying to fill in dead air that could be there as we're waiting for this race to get started. And it should be going, any time now. It should be getting started. We should be getting our invites. And we get this show on the road here, hopefully.
Yep. Oh, 100%. If maybe... I know a lot of people say this on broadcast or on the stream sometimes, and sometimes I say this sometimes. I'm always like, put a certain thing
not
like
scripted like WW emoji happy tears.
But if we could just probably get 24s in the chat, because that would mean a lot to him. Just put 24s in the chat so we can see those 24s in the chat, and then we'll see all those beautiful 24s on the track. And I will have to look and see when we hit lap 24, because I think when we hit lap 24 in this race,
WW is real.
We will have on lap 24 we'll have a moment of silence then. So I will.
Oh, exactly. We will not be talking on lap 24.
Yes,
that'll be on you, Nick, to tell us what lap 24 is.
I will try. So I will try. My phone is at 31, so I'm going to try my best to get that thing as far along as possible. But again, we'll on lap 24 of this event, we will have a moment of silence for Trav. So, again, we appreciate you, Shady, for having us both in the broadcast for tonight's race, and so we really appreciate it. And so, let me pull up someone's perspective if I can. Let me pull up nope, wrong way. Oh, maybe I'm on the broadcast one. I don't need the broadcast one. I need the main chats. Ooh, excuse me. Where is the... Let me pull up someone. Who is this? Okay, I'm going to pull up Evil right now, so hasn't got his. So, yeah. Just waiting on him, and then I think we should be good to go. But let me check someone else's really quick.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I'll give you a short idea of what I know about the drivers in this race, and that there's drivers in here from quite a few leagues that I'm aware of. You got drivers in here from FTR. You got drivers in here from Kill Switch. You got drivers in here from Green Flag Racing. And, of course, you got drivers in here from Mystic Racing. And I'm not sure about any other leagues that people are from. Maybe when Nick gets back, he can give us a heads up on maybe a couple other leagues that people are from. But those are some of the leagues that are out there that people are representing tonight in this race.
I will say I don't know many people. I don't know people who I race with are in tonight's field, so you probably, I think, covered it pretty well because I don't know many people who I race with, and so that's, yeah, so I'm not sure. And most of them.
Yo. Skipping some comments.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Travis Dad is here too, watching on the big screen.
I'm sorry if it repeats.
Glad to be running. Loved running with Travis when I got on. Amen. Not scripted like WW. Emoji happy tears. WW is real. Laughing. I still remember losing my dad a couple months ago. It does feel weird celebrating Father's Day without him. Kill Switch Racing represented by Jinx. Good luck, drivers.
Yes, good luck, drivers. Again, I'm sorry that it skips a lot of the comments. I'm sorry. It really, it's not my doing, so I cannot help it. So, okay, so let me get this. All right. Oh, I'm a PSN PlayStation chat. Just waiting on the invites and we'll be good to go. Let it rip, Tater. Okay. Tires, okay. Can y'all, I don't know why I didn't it stopped reading the messages, but sorry if it did, so I'm not sure how that didn't work, so. I'm sorry if, like I said, if the messages don't appear up, I don't know why. Well, not really appear, but didn't give me the notification it said, so. Real quick, let me see if he's still here. Whew. 10 people watching, make it. Let's have a lot.
Skipping some comments.
I knew it.
WW is
sorry.
real. Laughing.
Sorry.
I still remember losing my dad a couple months ago. It does feel weird celebrating Father's Day without him. Kill Switch Racing represented by Jinx. Good luck, drivers. Let it rip, Tatter Chip. Kick the tires, light the fires, let's go racing, boys.
Again, I'm sorry if that does that tonight. I am so sorry. I cannot control that. So, with that being said, I would like to go get me some water, but I don't want to miss...
It is repeating the comments again.
Yep, I know. I don't know what to do about it. So, if it's a habit, I'm sorry. I really can't control that. And, again, I'm sorry in advance. So, just saying, sorry in advance, y'all. So, let's not. I can't say it's my fault, but
restarted,
but let's see, restarted. Lugnet, if I restart the whole thing, then I gotta get this whole thing sorted out, you know. But
no, I wouldn't restart anything at this time because you'll go to restart it and we'll be getting invites.
Yes.
So we can't do that.
We can't.
I don't know what the holdup is. Just so you know, this technical glitch is not brought to you.
Oh, there you go.
By Biker and Nick.
Yeah. So there you go. We got
go green.
We got our invite, so it should be starting up anytime.
Yeah, there you go.
He'll tell us when to join. So.
Yep. Looking at late call on that one, buddy.
See what would have happened if you'd have listened to him?
Yeah, no kidding. Again, if it skips comments, I do apologize. Please forgive me. It's a thing that it can't ever. I just don't know. So
hey, don't even worry about it. There's more important fish to fry here.
Yes, there is. I will. Well, I know Shady will let you know as well, but I have. Ooh, goodness, I have Evil's stream on mine, so.
Great. Good, then you can give us an idea who's in the lead some point in time.
Like I said, I'll try.
When we need it.
Well, I'll try because my phone is low, so I'll try.
That's all right. You don't have any way to put power to it right now?
Not really. Not really.
Okay, well, we'll go from there then. We got the invite, so that tells me we're going to have to join in a minute.
We'll join
in
25
we'll see what
seconds.
Happens.
25 seconds.
We'll see. And everybody get ready, because we're going to Michigan and we're having a race.
Yes, we are. With 10 seconds to go, we're about to drop the hammer. We're about to drop the green flag. With 100 laps, stages are on, cautions are on, and we are ready to join. And let's drop the green flag, as we know.
And I want to thank everybody for waiting. Oh, it's just paused. What? It said join, and now it's paused.
I don't get it.
I'm getting out of here.
I just used my 2 invites, dang nabbit. Whoops. That ain't good. Oh, poopy. I have only 1 invite left. Oh, poopy. That ain't good. That ain't good.
I have an invite. Wait a minute.
We were just there.
We got screwed.
No.
There's another one. He gave us another one.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say,
What's up, Biker? Miss you, buddy.
He gave us another invite.
Someone said, hi, Biker. Miss you, buddy. And that was Jinx. He says, what's up, buddy?
Oh, there you go. Jinx a good dude, man. Since he lived down in Sarasota, he'd come up to where I was at the time. I was living in Clearwater at the time.
Oh, I love it.
And I would go down to Sarasota and would break bread. You know, he has a wife and a couple of small girls.
All right.
And we would meet up somewhere.
We're ready to join this time. So sorry to cut
ourselves. So we've had personal interaction, even though we met online.
Yes.
In this game.
Yep. I'm sorry to cut it short, but we are ready to drop the green flag here in Michigan.
We're live.
Yes, sir, Shady. As we are getting ready to drop the green flag, as both Mr. and Mrs. Tyson are ready to drop the green flag, and we are ready to honor their son. We are ready to see who's victorious here in Michigan. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to show what you're made of. But you know what?
It's going to be a great race. It's going to be a great race. Here we go. There's some good guys.
And Davey Allison on the front row. Green flag is in the air. Let's go racing for Travis Tyson, boys.
There you go. This is going to be a great race. Let's see how tight we stay together here for a little bit. That outside line got broken up really quick.
They sure did. Sure did. Oh, a lot of jostling in the back. I know you can probably see. I'm watching up front. Boy, we got a lot of hungry guys.
Shady ass entertainment. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
But right now, to complete lap number 1, I believe that takes the point to think it's the lead is
Loderman. It is Loderman. It is Loderman.
Loderman, lap number 1, he takes the point. And look at all these people. It's like a hornet's nest. They're racing like it's the last lap of the race already. Oh boy. Oh boy. You don't like to see this usually, but you know what? That's a part of Michigan for you.
Wow.
Such a fun opportunity. As right now, still out front is Loderman to complete lap number 2, and he's going to take lap number 2.
And then isn't that Davey Allison behind him? And then I'm not sure who that is. And then that
Cobra,
Savage.
Cobra, and then Davey Allison. Savage.
Oh, Cobra, and then Davey Allison and Savage. Okay, right on.
And then you got Ken Rudd. Whoa, a little bit of contact. A little dicey through the top 5, top 10-ish. And boy, we got a lot of racing to go, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, you don't want to make a mistake in these stages, because right now those stages aren't your best friend at times, because there's no points on the line. Like I'm going to just say that right now, but just don't want to make a mistake now. That's all. As I believe.
I vote for Savage.
Well,
I really can't. We're coming in 2 more laps. We're going to come to 24 to go in stage number 1. So when they come around with 2, well, we'll do it. I'm not sure when it hits 24 laps in the stage, but when it hits 24 to go in the stages, or in this stage, we'll go silent for Travis. And I can't see it because Evil has his thing up on his car status. So on this time by, we will go silent a whole lap with 24 laps to go in stage 1 to honor Travis. And I do think I can find someone else's perspective and see if we can get that, but I don't know who would have.
Oh, we've got a wreck at the back of the pack.
Trouble.
Oh, man, Butters.
Old man Butters involved. Caution is out. Oh.
Caution is out.
Man. Well, I was gonna get that thing going. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Tyson. I was gonna get that 24 to go moment of silence for you guys. Sorry, but right.
It will happen. It will happen.
Yes, it will. Indeed, it will. But my goodness, lap number 3. Caution on lap number 3, the first one of tonight. It's going to be confusing trying to figure out how many cautions we're going to get.
Well, you never know. I mean, you got some guys here. The majority of them have never raced together. They don't know what the tendencies of the other drivers are, so it kind of makes it tough. But here we go on the restart.
Loderman
as they get.
It's Loderman and someone else. It's 2 cars of the same, but I'm trying to think who the leader is. Oh, it's Evil. Evil's going to lead us back to the green flag with Loderman. So confusing, but hey, Loderman and not Loderman, Evil got some TV time.
Well, it's just really tough when everybody's running the same number to announce the race.
Right.
If anybody doesn't know that, believe me.
Oh boy, that could have been that. See, the backstretch is pretty sketchy.
And see, and now you got Loderman on the inside taking the lead because he made the move.
I think the 20. Well, almost at 24. I think Evil stayed out to just gain some track position. Again, it's early. Oh, there they go. So much of the grass. It's Evil. Oh boy. Oh, he got forced into a 3 wide, and he is hard into the outside retaining wall. I'm sorry, the inside retaining wall. I'm not very good with these.
Okay, so we got Loderman out front with Fairlane behind him.
And I believe it's an all-star car, I can tell, but it's so many of them. But it is one fast bean, 95.
It is one fast bean. Shady's back here in about 10th place.
Oh, someone's in the grass. Someone's coming up the track, and what a save by Butters! Wow, I think it was Butters. What a save! Was in the grass and almost wrecked it, but how about this? 3 wide, nearly for the lead. So, I believe...
Oh, they're swerving around up front a little bit on the backstretch.
Yes, they are. It's Paulie, the Florida boy. Paulie D looking to make the move on the inside. Is he going to get there? Not quite. Loaderman could get there. Look at the big battles right here.
So Evel is in first right now then?
No, it's Loaderman.
He's in last?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wanted to make sure.
Because it's the same same paint scheme. That's what it's confusing.
Yes.
That's I get you. I know the feeling. But right now, a lot of jostling for position inside the top 5, top 10-ish area. Holy Toledo!
Oh, there's a little banging. There's a little banging going on.
How crazy is it when someone says inside 24? Which 24 are you talking to?
Yeah.
It's 22 of them. But this is really great.
For some reason I lost my engine noise to the
Skipping
thing.
some comments.
That's weird.
Restarted.
I've had that problem before.
Green. What's up, biker? Miss ya, buddy.
We got C-Fan back here in 6th.
S. We're good.
One Fast Bean in 5th.
How about Savage? He's making a move, and wow, he got, I wouldn't say chopped, but man, he had a move. I'm trying to look for Shady real quick. Oh, Shady's
back in like 6th or 7th now.
Look at this. He's
right behind the main group.
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, I'm right along with him. And I think right now he is doing all he can. He's like, okay, if these guys wreck, I have a good chance of avoiding it. Right? Possibly. But, oh, never mind. He just got the whole inside lane. He just got the whole inside lane passing him. Oh, boy. 3 wide for, I believe that's like a 3rd spot. Oh, my goodness. One Fast Bean.
Holding on.
Hang on to it. Wow.
He held on.
You got to give some of these guys credit for where credit is due. They know how to hang on to a race car. When you're loose, you got to grip that wheel or controller to hang on for dear life. I'm telling you. That's awesome. Right now, back of the field, pretty much, you got like a lot of guys. And I lost the engine noises too. Well, pretty much a little bit, but whatever. So many guys hungry for a win here tonight.
Well, I tell you, now that we're racing, you got that group of like 8 guys, 9 guys that are getting some separation on the main pack.
Oh yeah, no questions asked about that. And with the 24, well, almost said 20. I did say 24, but with, I believe it's Evil coming across the line. Leaders, they're coming to 14 to go. This time by, they're coming to 13 to go. Coming to 13 laps to go, and you got to think, because the fuel is probably, it was like what, 22 laps of fuel maybe, and I think they can probably make it from here if you didn't pit that last caution.
Not quite sure.
If you pitted that last caution.
If you pitted, you should be fine.
If you didn't, then well, you are.
Oh wow, C-Fan just got me put in the wall by Savage. So he just got separated by the front pack.
Let me see if I can look at Savage. Let's look at Savage real quick. I want to see if I can. Okay, pull up his. Caution's out. Something had to happen. Caution's out. Real quick.
Well, what happened was Zoom, there you go, got put in the infield, and a couple other guys were involved.
King Henry has damage. Blue Man's got some damage. Wow, man, oh man. Well. You know how I said these guys are going to have to see if they're good on fuel or not? Well,
they're going to go in here. You got to go in here and get enough fuel to make it, but you get some fresh tires. You're on Michigan. If you don't get fresh tires, you're going to be in trouble here.
Oh, no questions asked, my friend.
And these guys, here we go again. You still got Loderman on the outside there. Is that Savage on the inside?
Paulie. Paulie.
It's Paulie? Oh, then Paulie must have not pitted because he was way in the back.
Oh, you know what? I think he's trying to let everyone go. So, we're on lap 20, so I have Paulie's perspective, so we're at lap 21. Now we'll actually get to lap 24, and when we do, you all know the drill. So, Paulie.
Exactly.
The Florida man. Oh, trouble! Trouble behind him.
There's another green flag. That's going to be a yellow.
That's the big one. That's the big one. Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be a yellow. And like I said, it's tough because these guys, I'll say 85% of these guys have never raced together, so they don't know what the racing tendencies are. And I'm telling you, if you don't race together with guys, this can happen.
Oh, my goodness. What a mess. That had to be half the field. Wow.
Yeah, the back half for sure.
Someone, I think, hit the apron. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure someone hit that apron and it had to be one of the Hertz cars, and boy, he probably got loose, but, you know, that helps a lot, because right now, this still probably puts Paulie out front once we get back to green, and it sucks. I was about to say, we are about to, like, 3 laps away from doing it, but you know what? We'll re-rack them and do them again. We'll do it again. Here we go. Back to green with Paulie and Loderman on the front row. Green flag is back in the air. Well, actually, we'll have it now. Lap 24, moment of silence. Oh, trouble behind them. They're spinning as Davey Allison goes for a spin. We got multiple cars around on the front stretch. Is that going to be a caution? No.
It looks like it.
Yep, they're throwing
Aren't they slowing down?
Yep, there it is. Caution's out. Yep, caution's out. And again, that is we will probably have that with 24 laps to go in the final stage. And if it is 24 laps in stage 2, or not 24 laps, but if there's a long stage, lap 24, we'll have a moment of silence. So, that was a great, I guess you could say, dress rehearsal for the lap 24.
You know, the thing is these drivers haven't got to practice together. Me and Nick just hooked up an hour and a half ago. We haven't been able to, you know, set up our format or anything, and I know This isn't probably the best, but believe me, we're doing the best we can at this point in time.
Oh, no question asked.
Here we go with the 2 up front that have been up front the last couple of starts, and we've restarted again.
Here we go. Loderman to the point. Green flag with 2 laps to go on the stage. Oh, poop. It's not. Savage right there. And now I did check. Savage is not not streaming this race, so which sucks. But you know what? I have Paulie D on my phone. So, ooh. But right now, coming on 1 lap to go in stage number 1. 4 wide, 3 wide. This could get ugly. Someone's in the grass.
They're in the grass.
Oh,
they're controlling it. They're controlling it.
Yes, they are. What a save! And that was, I believe, that was someone that was not Jinx. That was someone far back. I don't know who it was. It was Cobra. Cobra got knocked out of the line. But right now trouble back straightaway towards the back. Butters is around. And, oh, man, gets hit, and that's going to end the stage. Stage 1, I believe, will come to an end under the caution flag. And, yes, caution is out to end Stage 1. Paulie D, Loderman, Kenrod. You're going to have to remind me who the one dude, I don't know. I can't figure his name out. I got to look at him. the who's right next to a Hertz car, but then it's Savage, One Fast Bean, Kai Time, Blue Man, R-Tide, and Zoom There I Go is your top 10. So, again, if I don't know your name for 4th place, I'm sorry. I am not good with that. I cannot pronounce that name correctly. So, I'm on the name right now. If you know how to say it, I'm sorry. Forsynick, if that's how you say it, there you go. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. So, forgive me, Forsynick. But here we go. Coming back to green to start stage number 2. Zoom There I Go is going to lead them back to the green flag. Here we go. Stage 2 is underway. 27 laps in stage number 2. We will have a moment of silence again, but here we all go. It's going to be a long, well, once we hit stage 3, it's going to be a long ways to go. And boy, this front, maybe top 6 or 7 are all pulling away from each other, just oh so slightly.
So is Forensic the one you're having trouble with?
Forensic, yes. I'm not good with that name, so you're gonna have to.
It's all right. Just remember 4, win, and sick.
I'll have to try to remember that because, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm not a day-to-day guy to have you broadcast, and but if I say your name wrong again, just forgive me. Forensic, I'm not good with names. So, but back out front, I believe right now is the who is that leading? That is Pauly D.
Is that Pauly?
Pauly D to the lead. You'd love to see it. It's amazing.
I know, because I'm hooked up with Savage, and he's in 4th. Is that Loderman in 2nd?
I would think he
on
is.
the high side?
Way up on the high side. He's in the marbles. Yeah. My Lord.
And then who's in the Liberty 24?
That
just got banged by Savage. They're not happy about that, Savage.
No. That is that car, Liberty car. I gotta find that Liberty car now. No, that's not him.
He was in 2nd, and Savage put him to the wall.
Kai time.
Okay.
Right? But right now, again, Pauly D is still your race leader here in the Travis Tyson Memorial Race 200 here at Michigan.
Except that is that Loderman coming under Savage here?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So far, so good in stage number 2. Oh, trouble! Trouble in the back. Trouble. Someone's backwards on the backstretch. Someone was backwards into the wall, and
there's somebody to the infield.
Up there they go. More cars wrecking, and no caution. Doesn't look like. We're still green, and I believe we are still going to get a green flag. I don't know if it's a manual. Yep, looks like a manual caution.
Looks like a manual.
So manual caution number 1.
So yeah, some people are still going. They don't understand it's a manual. But your place is frozen. Yeah, so they're going to the infield. Your place is frozen when the manual is called.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So what they'll do here is you got Shady in there, and he'll tell people if the pits are open this time around or next time around.
Yes.
Everybody has to go through the pits. They don't have to do anything if they don't want to, but everybody has to go through the pits.
Yeah.
And it looks like Savage, who's out front, isn't slowing down enough for everybody.
Some comments.
No, it's
they're just stretched out for almost half a lap now.
Green.
Well, it's actually
What's
still
up,
Pauly.
Miss you, buddy.
Yeah, I just
Let's
got
go racing boy.
a deal on Savage, but
we're good.
yeah, so they closed the pits for that time around. So they'll have to go into the pits this time around. Now, from what I understand, the caution speed is 75 miles an hour, is what I understand.
I would think so. I'm no expert, so.
No, I think when I read the rules, it said the caution speed on manual cautions is 75.
So we are coming this time around. I think when pit road is open, they will be coming 21 laps to go in stage number 1, or sorry, stage number 2. I'm getting confused. I always get my stages confused because it's just confusing. So, but coming to 21 laps to go in stage number 2, as Paulie D is your race leader. Hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful broadcast. You know, we'd like to thank Shady once again for letting us do this opportunity, and you know, Travis is probably watching down in heaven saying this is a great race and I'm enjoying it. So we appreciate Shady for putting this together, and you know, this is a great fun so far. Stage 1 has been amazing, and here we go. I believe they're going to open pit road, and I believe, yep, here come the takers. Here they come. All to pit road they go. Now, if it was a game caution and you have damage, you can get that fixed. We could see the fixed damage, but now we can't see the fixed damage if you fixed it now during the cycle. So everyone to pit road, and who will gain those stop times? And boy, will we see someone else pull out. But right now I believe Paulie D, yes, Paulie D is going to come off of pit road. He'll be the first one off pit road. But you know what would suck is that if you don't have that first, if you have that first pit box, I mean, that would be great because you have that first box and you can exit out easily with no ease.
And what they're going to have to do now is they come around on the back stretch, folks, they're going to have to pick whether they're going to be on the inside or the outside for the restart. And that's why it should only be 75 miles an hour, but they seem to be hauling here.
Oh, yeah.
No, so I don't know what that's all about. He's not doing 75 miles an hour. They're supposed to be slowing up and picking lanes. Let's see what happens here.
Indeed. Well, you got two of the Hertz cars. One's destroyed. The other is pretty much destroyed on our perspective, and which is, I believe, that second place driver is Savage. So I believe
yes. We're going to go around another lap, I would imagine.
Yes.
And they're going to get lined up. He's going too fast. But we'll see what happens. I mean, that Shady's in there. He should be calling this, so
yes.
We'll see what's going.
So,
okay, so Savage went to the outside.
Ooh.
I guess they're going to just start picking right now, not wait for the backstretch.
Yep. I guess, maybe if everyone wants the inside lane, everyone wants the inside lane, because half the field is going to the inside lane preferred. So, I'm not sure if you want to pick on the inside lane, but if it's your choice, it's your choice. I mean, can't really take the blame, can you?
I don't know there. I was wondering what Savage was doing. Slow this thing down, guys. Get her to the speed you're supposed to be at. It look like they're all lined up now. They are all lined up now. They'll be coming around. They'll be restarting at the restart zone, is the Geico restart zone,
yes,
which is painted blue on the outside wall here. Anywhere in that restart zone, the leader is allowed to take off. At the beginning, the middle, the end. It's his choice. And we'll see how they do here.
Here we go.
They're coming up to it. It's right there on the outside wall there. They've got everybody slowed down to speed now. And here we go.
Green flag is in the air, and boy, everything got jumbled up behind them. $19 laps to go on stage number 2. It's going to be a cluster.
Well, let's hope we have some good clean laps here.
I agree. Because I really think we should have a long green flag run to the end of the stage. Don't you think?
That would be great.
That'd be an amazing sight. But I get it. Tempers are very high at times, and you know.
I'm contributing this to people not knowing each other on the track.
Oh, 100%.
It makes a big difference when you don't know the tendency of your fellow drivers. If you haven't been racing in a league with certain guys for a while, it's just kind of a free-for-all out there, and you're just guessing. And when you're guessing at 190 miles an hour, you make mistakes.
Oh, yeah, no question. How about a battle for the lead between the two Hertz cars? Savage and Pauly D. Let me see if I can get back there. Pauly D take the advantage on the bottom lane. Look at that. That Savage just got freight trained pretty much to the from preferred. So
yo, skipping some comments. Restarted. About to go green. What's up, biker?
All right, let's see.
Buddy. Let's go racing,
we're at
boy.
18 to go.
We're good.
So right now we're at 18 laps to go on the stage, and right now I think if you're at 18 laps to go, you should probably be good on fuel. But tires are kind of a big problem, because when you run out of tires at this track, you get super loose, and so it's not good.
No, when your tires get low, it's definitely not good. Your rear end will start swinging around a little bit, and it'll be a little bit tougher. Your points of letting off gas, if you have one, and getting back on it are going to be different. Everything's going to change. So,
no question.
Oh, there's a little bump.
Someone's already, I'm looking back right now, someone's drifting all the way back, and that's our Tide. My lord, he went all the way to the wall and then fell all the way back. Boy, look at the run the 24s are going. But I believe that where was it? Loaderman got a good run.
He's battling, Paul. He's battling right now. Is that Savage pushing him right there?
Yes, it is.
On his tail?
Yes, sir, it is. Back to the lead is Loaderman. Pauly D is like, no, I want to win this stage. Coming to...
Oh, who's that just broke down to the bottom like that? Let me see here.
14 laps to go. Oh, there they go. That could be trouble. The big one's going to happen. Part 2 here in Michigan. That could be a caution. Yikes. And Pauly D went for one.
Shady's into the outside wall, too.
And caution might be out here. Is it a manual or is it a game? Yep, caution's out. Game caution once again. And let me see if I can get to Shady Acres. Let me see his destroyed car. Let's see if we can get to it. Oh, some damage to the rear end. Look at all these cars were damaged. My lord.
Well, we've had quite a few yellows.
Yo. Skipping some comments.
Sucks we won't get
Restarted.
Get that long green flag run.
So. What's up, biker? Miss you, buddy. Let's go racing, boy.
Boy, Savage is way back here now.
Well done, fellas.
What happened there?
James something, I'm sorry I can't say your name, but thank you so much, my friend. We appreciate
man, Butters is on the outside here.
Butters and yes, zoom, there I go. To the point, green flag as mentioned. Butters to seconds. And I don't know.
Plunger 6'9".
Loaderman just hit Butters there. What happened?
Don't know.
Somebody wreck in the back end?
I would think so.
I think so.
Because I think we have there's some damage to Bluesman. Bluesman got some damage. I don't know what the caution's for. But pretty interesting. Party plunger. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not familiar with some of y'all. I know some of you, but yep, there's another caution, and
where are you reading Parky Plunger at?
he said, "Well done, fellas," in the chat here. Said it.
Hey, well, thank you, Parky. He's a guy that I actually race with in the Green Flag Racing Series in the Xfinity, Custom Xfinity.
Gotcha.
Glad to see you're watching, Parky.
Sorry if I don't know you, buddy. So, but here we go. Back to Green Flag Racing, as very soon, if we can get to the lap 24 lap, we will do it again with 21 in the books, with 7 laps to go on the stage, and we are coming to 3 laps to go until we hit that lap 24 lap salute. But right now, look at all these guys. Look at this.
3 wide for second. It's going to be 3 wide for third here in a minute. We got some battling going on. We got some door banging going on. And there it is. There it is.
Big one,
part 3. That's going to be another.
Big one, part 3. Loaderman's involved. Oh, and Loaderman backed out.
Yeah, he's tired of all the cautions. That's what these guys get, and you get some good guys in there, and I'll tell you, Loaderman
there you go.
is one of the fastest and one of the best racers out there. And when you get these guys like that, you start having so many cautions, they're just tired of it. They're not, sad.
Yep.
Sad case of affairs, but that's, the way it is.
Yeah, oh yeah, no question. It's just, you hate to see it, but, you at least could say you did it for the man. You did it for Travis, and,
he got in here and raced and did the best he could, and then, hey.
Mm-hmm. And besides,
sometimes you just never know.
You finished the first stage, You finished that opening stage, and, be proud of it. You got through one stage. So here we go. C-Fan up front, I believe. I'm going to check now. I believe this is lap number 24.
That's C-Fan on the inside for sure.
Well, we can't do the tribute because we're coming.
We're fine.
So, 25 laps to go, 3 laps to go in stage number 2. This leaves us with 20 guys left in the field for tonight's event. But right now, C-Fan, I don't think we talked about him all night until now. He's out front with, I believe, yes, Paulie in second. So, what a good run for C-Fan. So far, remember, it's a long ways to go, y'all. It's 100 laps, and you mentioned it really well how these guys haven't raced against each other as much because some of these guys don't know how they race each other. Up there they go, hard into the wall. There they go, the big one. This is like
I think that was the finish of the stage.
Yes, it was. That's the huge one. War Pig involved, and I believe we had another back out due to frustrations. I believe it's Cobra. We lost Cobra, and boy,
Fairlane Cobra.
Someone took a hard shot to the wall. Shady's involved. Oh my goodness. Someone, again, like I said, took a hard shot to the wall. Pretty hard. I think now this leaves us with 19 guys. And I think everyone's getting frustrated. And it's, the cautions are cautions are cautions. It's like, I get the feeling. I hate that feeling. When cautions come after cautions, it's like, can we get along?
Does it look like Zoom, there you go, is out also?
Yeah, I think I got Zoom.
Loaderman, Fairlane, Zoom.
And here we go, I believe. Right now, your race leader is none other than R-Tide, who bounced off the wall, and, he's right now. So right now, we have 40 laps to go. Excuse me, I'm just trying my best, but we have 40 laps to go on the stage. Just finish these 40 laps, and you know, we'll be fine, guys. Just
they just got started, and it looks like something happened
yep,
again.
in the back,
Again.
it's Evil caught up in it, and yep, I get it. It's frustrating, very, very frustrating. I believe I can't tell who else was involved. I think nope, Shady's fine. Bluesman is involved. War Pig destroyed. My. Oh man. These guys, I bet you some of these guys just want to get on their jet to go back home. They really want to go back home now.
Yeah, they're ready to throw their car in the hauler, huh?
They just want to go home, go back to have a fun. Yeah. You know, again, I've said it before. At least they did it for Travis. You know, they're honoring the guy, and
hey, they came and they participated. That's what's important.
That is indeed, and here we go. That one fast bean to the point takes. Wait.
So you got C-Fan on the outside. You got Paulie on the inside of him. You got Davey Allison behind C-Fan. And I don't know who that is next to Davey Allison.
There's a lot of jostling.
Lot
of jostling. This could get ugly. I'm riding along with Shady and see if there's going to be another caution. Hopefully we keep it green for most of the majority. You know what I like to see? I'd like to see a green flag pit stop, you know? I'd like to see that.
Skipping some comments. What's up, biker? Miss ya, buddy. Let's go racing, boy. We're good. Well done, fellas. Party Plunger 69.
Oh, someone hit it hard back there. I don't know who that was. That was Bluesman again. But right now, still riding along with Shady, and because I want to see if Shady's gonna if there's gonna be a wreck in front of him, and I don't know if there is, but I think we really should get a long reflag running, because we're right now with 35 laps to go. You know, very soon these guys are going to make a pit stop very soon, and I really, really think we should get a green flag pit stop. And I think Shady's saying that same thing. He's like, come on, guys, let's get at least a green flag stopping, right? Like, that's where his mind's at right now, I would think. Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, I'm watching back by Shady, too, and it just seems like guys, because of all the aero, and there is a bunch of aero, and the aero means there's air flying around all these cars, guys can't hold a line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we lost Bluesman, so Bluesman decided to park it, and boy, how about this? Right now, that C-Fan just got loose, and here comes Paulie to the outside lane. I believe, is he going to get him at the line? I don't think he is, but right now, yes, Paulie gets him at the line. They are coming to 33 laps to go here in the Travis Tyson 200 or Memorial Race Tribute 200 here at Michigan International Speedway. Hope you guys are enjoying this broadcast, and we are honoring a very, very legendable Travis Tyson. His family is here watching. We do appreciate you, Mr. and Mrs. Tyson, watching and staying tuned in, because this is a great race. This is a really interesting race. But back out front, C-Fan takes the lead on lap 69.
And you got that group of cars up front, which amounts to about 8 cars that are just pulling away and separating from everybody else.
Mm-hmm. This is what we saw in stage 1, where a long green flag run, and that's what we like to see.
And we got 3 wide going on in the back, people in the infield on the back stretch.
You got 3 all-star.
Pretty hairy.
You got 3 cars that are in the all-star car. You got 3 of them battling for a top 5 spot. You've got some craziness if that's going to be possibilities.
And now our man Shady is absolutely at the back of the pack.
Oh no. Oh man. That stinks. But you know what?
That's racing. That's racing.
Yes, it is.
You can be at the front and then find yourself at the back really fast.
Exactly. It's the same thing at super speedway races. You can work your way up to the front and then be up front all day, and then you get caught up in the big one, and then you're in the back all the rest of the day. So.
Okay, so we still have Paulie out front with C-Fan behind him and Davey Allison behind him, I believe.
I think, yes, I believe. Let me find the. Yes, nope. Davey Allison drifted back. It's confusing, isn't it?
Yes.
No, that is. That's one fast bean. One fast.
Oh, okay.
Again, like I said, there's like 3 all-star cars in a group. It's like which one's which. So, but yeah, they're at lap 71 of 100, and you know you love to see it's a long green flag run. And how about another again battle for the lead between C-Fan and Paulie D? I think this time C-Fan got him.
Yes, he did.
And coming to 29 laps to go. And you now gotta wonder, a caution would come out. You're not good enough. You're not gonna be good on fuel. You gotta make one more stop. So that's your big thing. Is, you know, if a caution comes out now, great. We get a pit stop.
Man, we're having a lot of green flag laps, so I don't want to be talking about cautions.
I would. Well, no, I don't blame you. If I was in that party and someone was like, I don't want to hear a caution. I don't want to hear someone say it's a caution. I want this thing to go green the whole way. We've had to finish it strong. So with 28 laps to go, right now C-Fan is doing all he can. But again, green flag pit stop.
Oh, we got a little bumpy there.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I think Paulie got a little loose there on him, so. But right now, it's going to be a long ways to go, gentlemen. Long ways to go. Now, my question to you is, who's going to be that first one to pit road? Because, you know, if someone starts it, they may be victorious, maybe not. So, that's the thing. And how about one fast bean right there?
It just kind of depends sometimes, man. These pit strategies are huge, but if you're all the guys up front, you know, you kind of might want to go together.
Oh yeah.
So you can stick together because you're getting a lot of drafting here. And not only do you have that, but this is Kenrod in 5th. Well, he was in 5th. Now he's in 6th. Kenrod is a very intelligent racer, let me tell you. He has fast cars, and he's a very intelligent racer, and he seems like he... Oh! Fast Bean. And now
Bean?
you have...
Was that?
I think so. That was Bean.
No, I think it was Henry. I think it might have been Henry.
Let me see. Trying to find out.
Oh, no, we had
It was, because Bean's in 3rd and Kenrod's right behind him.
I believe right now...
C-Fan, Paulie, Bean, and Kenrod are the top 4.
So, we're at 25 laps to go, so this time by, as we did in Stage 1, I wish we did it in Stage 2, but this time by, ladies and gentlemen, once C-Fan hits the line, we will go once again a moment of silence for Travis Tyson, this time by with 24 laps to go. And here we go, coming to the start finish line, 24 laps to go. This is for you, Travis.
And our yellow.
Trouble on the backstretch. And
that was one fast bean that lost it. Went to the infield and came back up to the wall and caused it.
Oh. Man.
Well, you're going to hear a moment of silence from me, but I will be right back.
No problem, buddy. But everyone, I hope you're watching, or whoever is watching, hope you are enjoying it. Join the stream. Give a good thumbs up in the comments. Oh, not really in the comments, but give us a huge like. Put 24 in the chat for the man, for Trav. If he was still here, he'd be racing, and we miss you, buddy. This is for you. As here we go. C-Fan and Pauly D. The front row. Green flag is in the air. We're back underway with 20 laps to go. This could be could be the last pit stop of the night and the last restart if we don't get a caution. But I don't want to say that, because I'd like to see this thing go green the whole stage, well, the whole last 20 laps. That could be ugly. Look at all these guys working. Push comes to shove, all these guys are doing what they can and want to do to get to the front. Now I'm trying. Oh, Shady's in the wall. I was actually going to say, where in the heck is our buddy? Oh, there they go. Oh, there they go. Someone's around. I believe. Is that Savage or is that? It might be Savage. Oh, come on. Come on. Get back there. Yes. Nope. It's Jinx. Man, oh man. Still a long ways to go. Excuse me for yawning. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to yawn. I'm not trying to yawn because it's boring. I'm just tired. So I am sorry in advance. But right now, C-Fan still leading. Look at Pauly D trying to make the outside lane. I believe that it's not one fast. It's Pauly D has help from, I believe. Who's that behind? Is that Davey Allison? No, Ken Rod. Pauly D is back out front right now with 17 laps to go. It is going to be crunch time. Trouble front straightaway. High time involved. I believe another was involved. There was a dark or lightish blue car, and I believe that was, I don't know who that was. I believe that was Kai Time, and I don't know who that was. It wasn't Butters. It wasn't Davey Allison. It had to be one of those cars, but I believe it was B Nizzy. B Nizzy probably got turned sideways into the wall, and we're back under caution. Oh boy.
Oh boy, did I come back on another caution?
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Wow. Man, oh man. This is a caution fest.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And I'm sure we didn't want that, did we?
No. No, but right now your race leader is not Pauly D. It is none other than our Tide. And Pauly D on the front row. Green flag is back in the air with, I believe, give me a second, 14 laps to go in this finale. Long way. If we can get to these last 14 without being crazy.
Okay, C-Fan's right on Pauly's butt. Tasted a little bit of the wall. One fast bean is about 7 cars back. Oh! That was harsh.
And there it is. There's another caution. And that is going to bring a caution out once more. And I believe is that Shady involved? Was Shady involved?
I'm not sure, but he's way at the back, though. I don't think so, because he's way at the back. That was up about 8, 9 cars down. One fast bean got hit in the back, and it pushed him up in the car above him and slammed that car into the wall. And that's what caused everything, I believe.
John Waterforce, we haven't talked about him. He was involved.
Yes.
Man, oh man. Good gracious.
Well, like I said before, when you get this many guys together and they've never raced together, this happens because they don't know. They don't know each other.
Exactly.
And believe me, it makes a big difference when you're racing with people and you know each other. It makes a huge difference. And when I say and you know each other, it's you know how each other drive.
Yes.
You know what their thought process is. You pretty much know what they're going to do before they're going to do it, so you can avoid things. When you get this many guys together and they haven't raced together, they want to go 3 wide and 4 wide and think people are going to hold the line.
That could be ugly. We're trying to go. Come back straight away.
There it is, right there.
There
another
it is.
one.
That's the caution I think everyone did not want to see with 10 laps to go. And boy, did that take out most of the field. This is nightmare. Oh my goodness. Beating Izzy again. Oh my lordy.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We were very much hoping for a good quality race with very few cautions because we had a lot of good racers in here. But we had a few racers that I don't know of, and I'm not saying they're the ones causing the issues, but again, when you haven't raced together for quite a while, and not very many of these guys know each other, this is what can happen.
Yes, agreed.
And I'm sorry that it hasn't been the exciting race that I anticipated it to be. But, you know, I guess the point is it's for Travis.
Yes.
And it's his memorial race. And that's all that matters, and nothing else matters at all.
Exactly.
And there we have it, and we'll see if we can get a clean race to the end here.
We have 6 laps to finish this thing off. Come on, guys. We have 6 laps to go. Finish strong. Let's have a long green flag run to 6 to go.
Well, you got guys bouncing around back here in those Exalta 24s.
Yes, you do. I believe who's that in third? Is that, well, not really third, but that is C-Fan. Okay, I thought it was Shady because Shady and him are running pretty much the same scheme. But right now, with 5 laps to go, your best bet is to say, okay, you know, let's forget everything. Let's put the pedal to the middle.
We got Paulie, C-Fan, Kenrod, and you better watch out for Kenrod. This guy is really fast. I race with him and C-Fan.
Right now, Paulie has a good gap, though. That gap looks big, but that pack could pass it easily.
That gap can be made up quickly. Believe me.
Yes, sir, it can. That gap looks like it's about to shut. Not trying to I hope that didn't sound weird, y'all. I was trying to say the gap for a second.
It's getting short. They're closing in.
Yes, they are. C-Fan is looking. All right, now they're coming to 3 laps to go this time by. There it is. There it is. 20. Oh, C-Fan's in the wall.
Everybody recovered.
Good save. I'll give him that. 3 to go. Now your best bet is someone's all the way down there, and well, can we keep her green for the last 3 laps? Come on.
I sure hope so.
Oh, nope. There they go.
Oh my.
Caution.
So we're going to have a NASCAR overtime. Is that what we're looking at now?
We are looking like NASCAR overtime. Oh, man. if we had just taken 2 laps to go or the white flag, Davey Allison and someone's hooked up to him, and it's Savage. I thought maybe Savage would be the guy to actually compete for the win, but I think now if we had made our picks earlier, I would have said Pauly D, man. That would have been my pick, no questions asked. You wouldn't have to ask me twice who I'd go for. Pauly D would have been my guy for it. So, and I think I'm going to stand by that for the last 2 laps. So I'm going with Pauly D on the last 2 laps here. That's where my...
Okay. Well, I'll go with Kenrod then.
Is he on the outside? Yeah. Yes, he is. All right, let's see who gets the upper hand. Here we go. NASCAR overtime. Here we go. 2 laps to go. And the Travis Tyson Memorial Race 200. Who will get their prediction right? Or are we going to have an upset? Green flag into turn 1. Everyone's jumbling up for position. If they can make it to the white flag here, biker, and they get a caution, it's over. They made it to the white flag, you know.
Gotcha. But it's all good. Benizzi's making a move. And Kenrod just got knocked out of it.
The wall. Like. Savage, and I believe it's another one. Are we going to do another caution?
It looks good so far.
Still green.
There's no manuals at this time.
Nope. Manuals are off. White flag. 1 lap to go here from Michigan. Pauly D doing all he can into turn number 2 onto the backstretch. He's got to do all he can. He's got to block the top. He's got to block the bottom. He's got to protect every lane. Like I said, there it is. There it is. Oh, someone's upside down, flipping up in the air.
Yeah,
That's going to be it.
That was Benizzi.
Benizzi upside down. Is that going to be it? Yes. Pauly D to victory lane here in the Travis Tyson Tribute Race 200 here from Michigan. Wow. King Henry, then Bean, Savage, Formosa is your top 5, and then Daytona, Butters, Kenrod, Warpig, and Evil is your top 10. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Well, I guess I was right.
Hey, you know what they say. Even a blind chicken gets a kernel of corn every now and then.
Yeah, no kidding, right? We didn't make our predictions before, but hey, you know what? I will take a late prediction.
I got you. Hey, no, that's all good.
And fastest lap goes to...
People are leaving. It says King Henry now, but some people already left. We're down to 15.
Yep.
So...
Looks like King Henry got the fastest. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, what we'll do here...
Shady, I was just actually going to ask you if the top 3 are going to be able to join us, or are we just going to call it?
We're just going to have the winner, which was MOB Pauly.
Sweet.
Have him come up and get a congratulations, because he definitely deserved
Congratulations to the winner.
that.
What a race. Thank you so much.
I do want to thank everybody for tuning in and everybody being a part of it. I want to thank you 2 gentlemen for taking the time on a Father's Day to broadcast this race. I definitely am sorry for what it kind of ended up turning out to be. I'm not exactly sure why or how, but
well,
one of those things.
Like I was saying, Shady, there's a bunch of guys here that have never run together. They don't know each other's tendencies. And people really wanted to be up front, and it caused issues. Anyway, Pauly, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, my guy.
That was
a tough deal to stay up there.
Yeah,
it was a tough deal, and there was quite a few of you fighting for that.
Yeah, there was a handful of us that was. I don't know what happened to Loader, man. He was given a good run.
Yeah.
Well, I think sometimes guys get frustrated when there's so many yellows.
Yeah.
And they just are done, you know, and that's the way it goes. But like I said, first of all, everybody showed up and everybody did their thing to honor Travis tonight.
Yeah,
and whether you left early or whether you ran the whole thing, thank you very much, everybody, for showing up. Paulie, that was a great race. That was a good job.
Look forward to next year.
It was a good job by you staying in the top 5 for the whole first half of the race, and then staying in the first to third positions, and then getting in first and staying there, because I know C-Fan was giving you a lot of work there for a while.
Surprised. You know, I gave him that pass on outside. I'm surprised I made it on him, and that got me.
But yeah, good job by you.
Yes.
And we really appreciate everybody that showed up. And I'm gonna let you guys go, Mr. and Mrs. Tyson. Love to you. God bless you. And good night, everybody.
Yes.
Later. Thank you.
Yep. As Biker mentioned, congratulations to Paulie. As I said this in the broadcast, a Florida man, you know, I'm glad to see that. It's a very, especially an Orlando, Florida man, which I'm very, to be fair, I'm very proud, because, you know, as a Orlando, Florida man, it makes me happy to see it. If it's a Ross Chastain win or if someone else is from Florida, I'm always happy to see it.
Yeah, I got you.
It's amazing. But again, you know, Biker summed it up
Good night
well.
and thank you too.
Yes, he did. He does an amazing job of doing it, and like I said, Paulie, that was a good job, man, on pedaling with all that, and you know, this is a yearly thing. You know, this is an annual race. We will be back next year. We will be better next year. You know, so it you know, we'll switch some things up. You know, you know, it was a you know, with the heat races not being able to have the heat races, which, you know, kind of filters out some of those inexperienced guys, you know, and it being on the Father's Day, and with the server issues that we had, you know, it was just everything kind of clumped together, and, you know, but, you know, people did that the best they could, and that's, you know, when you have that number of people, you know, believe it, I mean, we had, coming in registered to be in this race, originally, we had 52 people registered to be in this race, to want to be in this race, originally, before last week when the servers had the issues. And, of course, tonight being Father's Day, and so many dads out there, you know, spending it with their families and everything, you know, to have 22, 23 guys be a part of it tonight, I can't thank each one of them enough. And you know, Nick, I want to say thank you very much, and Biker as well. You guys, I know you guys did a tremendous job. You know, I think of Travis a lot. He was a wonderful friend of mine, and this is to honor him and his legacy, that he helped so many people in Heat 5 and his whole community, that his reach really spread far and wide, and I see that every year, and it's wonderful to see. It can't be back next year, and I just want to say thank everybody for tuning in, and Mr. and Mrs. Tyson and Kayla, love you. We'll be back next year with an even better race, but Mr. Tyson, I hope you have a very happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Paulie, congratulations, sir.
Thank you again. Thank you for having me.
Nick, I'm going to let you wrap it up. I'm going to say good night, and I'll see everyone on a different day. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Take care.
Yes. Thank you, Shady. Honestly, Biker and Shady just summed it up pretty much, and that leaves me left at the party. And well, again, I want to thank everyone. I know Baker just left, but thank you so much for tuning in to this. I don't want to say historical, but I want to say historical day, but a Memorial Day, or not a commemorance day of how, you know, life can just blow by in a quick and you don't see it. With that being said, I want to also thank Mr. and Mrs. Tyson, Kayla, all the people, all the family members of the Tyson family, for letting me be a part of this. And you know, it's an honor. It's a real honor. I love doing this for people I care about, and you know, I hope to be back here next season. Love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. As I will be signing off, this is Nick 29 Champ on YouTube. See y'all next year.